Hello guys, welcome to the second episode of my weekly outlook. Well, we're going through some pairs this week and I'll be sharing my expectations of what I'll be looking at in each of these pairs and likely trade I might perform this week. Last week was NFP week, which happened on a Friday, and from my previous video, I did my analysis on some pairs, which some pairs looking at them this week also. We didn't really get any trade last week, but things panned out the way we wanted it to be for some pairs. With me right now is DXY, or you'll see on my chat. For the XY, like I explained last week, I expected the price to come back to this level before rejecting, which played out nicely. From the weekly, you can see how price closed, and there was a massive rejection from this level. For the coming week, I expect price to reach this level. Expect price to reach this level. Then it will break this level. I expect price to rally all the way up to this level. But as we all know, price don't just go to your level just like that. There's always impulse move, retracement, impulse move. So that's it for the XY. So for the dollar, we're expecting more strength in the dollar. But I'm also looking for how price reacts at this level in the coming weeks. If we break this level, we go all the way to $119 for the dollar index. So yeah, going to the next PL, let's look at my expectation for BTC. Well, from the weekly, I explained this in my last video. My expectation still remains the same. I'm expecting price to break this level. I'm expecting price to break this level to the downside. Once price breaks this level, we'll be looking for entry. So price is still consolidating within these levels. So if we break this level, there is nothing. Okay, I won't say there's nothing. We still have this. So, but we will break this level, look for entry here, and see maybe if we can be more patient. See how price breaks this level also, then we rally all the way to this level. Let me see if we have anything stopping BTC. Not really. I don't see anything really stopping BTC for me. So if we break this level, we rally all the way down to 13K for BTC. So I'm looking for how price breaks this level and looking for entry to the downside. Right now, price has rejected this zone, and also let's see how price close today to see how it rejects the zone. So if it close like this, my expectation to the downside holds on 8%, move to the downside, the 20%. If I see price breaks above this zone, well, my bias for a bullish trend will hold when price breaks above this level. Yeah, when price breaks above this level, I'll have a strong bias for price to go back to the upside to rally up to the next zone. If price breaks this zone, then we might go up, go to this next zone. But for now, I'll be waiting to see how price breaks this zone. How price break this level for now. So that's my I'll look for BTC. Then to Ethereum, the same thing though. I'm looking for how price breaks this zone for Ethereum. Also, but price has been consolidating within this price range for a while. So a break of this level of the entry to this zone. And you can see that there was a trend line here which was broken, has been testing. Also, for added confluence, we have a zone here and it has been rejecting from this zone. So my bias to the downside is only at 80%. So I'll be looking for more sales to the downside. And if it breaks here, I won't hesitate to look for entry here and sell it to the downside. Then going to silver. For silver, on the weekly, I expected from our price rejected here, I expected price to actually rally up to the way all the way up. But I was hoping price would break back below this, break back and break back below this zone for entry to the downside. So right now, I don't have any bias on silver. About last week, I was looking out for this, for price to retrace back down here because of I took Fibonacci. This is our zone for 50% to 0.68% Fibonacci retracement. So I was looking for our price, expecting price to retrace back to this level. But now what is giving me conflict is the fact that we have this. The fact that we have this. The fact that we have this. We had the break of this level to the downside, and right now on the weekly price closed below this level. So this comes as a second touch of this level, which is giving me confluence because the major trend of this market is, to me, is a sell. Although we have a zone here, and this looks more like a retracement. Let me see, taking a feed from this level all the way up. You see, this looks more like a retracement to on the monthly. Now price is within this 52 68% retracement, and you can see that's where price reject. This is where it has confluence with this zone. Price rejected from this. So what will hold my bias for continuation push to the upside for silver is the fact that I see price close above this zone. Yeah, I see price close above this zone for my continuation bias, like to have a buy bias of this retracement move, because this is an impulse retracement. So expect another impulse up all the way to here. But for that to happen, I'm expecting price to close above this zone. Why? Because once price closes above this zone, there's nothing stopping it for it to reach here because there's no resistance or ever stopping for it to reach this level. But right now, if we say we're looking for entries, is how price reacts from here. How price, like, eventually see an entry here. My first take profit to be this level, and I will secure my trade. But either ways, I'll be careful of how I take trades here. Better still, I sit out and look at price react on these levels. So I'll be very patient and my risk on silver will be low to avoid wasting much because of different lots of resistance. We have a resistance level, we have a support level here. Basically, this is in the range. Also, you can say that we have a level, and on the monthly, these are 68% or 7% retracement, Fibonacci retracement. So I'm currently sitting between 50 to 68% Fibonacci retracement. So for better buy trades, I'm expecting price to break this zone, looking for buy trades to the upside to this next zone. Let me draw this out. Let me draw this out. So right now we're in a range. Okay, expect price to break. Well, let's see how price react here. Yeah, let's see how price react here. I won't be so quick to enter it, but what will trigger a buy for me here is on the 4 hours. If I see price come into this zone and come short of this zone, I'm expecting to see an engulfing candle. If I don't see an engulfing candle, I won't be entering this trade. I will sit out on this trade. But for the short term, I'm likely to see an entry for you at this level to the upside. It will break this level. We'll see how price reacts within this zone. Break this zone. I'll be banking. I'll be looking for more trades to the upside for this. But for a sell, I'll be waiting for price to break below this zone. Better still below this line for a sell to the downside. So silver is not that clear for me. I say silver is not that clear for me. But that are my odds. I will wait. I will sit and say and see what plays out. But I won't be that quick to buy. Yes, I won't be that quick to buy. But the truth is, the monthly we have a stronger hand on price compared to the weekly. So I'll be let me see. Okay. I'll be looking at how price reacts on this zone. I'll be looking at how price reacts on this zone. This zone for a short buy. Well, better still, more conservative, a break above this level, looking for entry to the upside, or a break below this level, this line, for an entry, sorry, looking for an entry to the downside. That's this for sale. I don't want to waste much time on this. Then my next pair, let me see. Euro JPY, nothing on Euro JPY. Pound CHF, nothing on pound CHF. But likely price might rally down it once more. I don't really have anything on pound CHF. Audi from last week, I said Audi will come to Audi price will come down to this zone, which was still obeying that. Yeah, on the daily we had this price move more of a, I can say this is more of a, range. This is more of a range. is more clearer on 4 hours. So this is more of a range. So I would say if price breaks this because it hasn't broken, some people might draw their line like this, their range like this, really show it as broken. So but we still have a week here which might allow price to rally back upwards. So for a proper break, since we're expecting sell price break below this zone, like below this line for this range, then I'm looking for possible buy to down to this zone. So I'm expecting price to go down to 0.61. This is like how many pips? It's like 200, maybe 250 pips. 250 pips. So that's for LDUSD, expecting price to go down to 0.61. And if you look, there's nothing stopping it. Like this is just a free fall, like total free fall. There's nothing stopping Audi from getting to this level. Yeah, there is nothing stopping Audi. Yeah, that's it for Audi for me. I'm going to next year will be Euro USD. From last week, if we check the last video I did, sorry. I explained why I was expecting price to come to this level. I explained why I expect price to come to this level. If you take your Fibonacci level from here down to this level, this was our 50 to 68% retracement, and this was our previous support on resistance, and we have a trend line here. So I was expecting price to come and rally and test this level for continue push to the downside. Well, price didn't give us any form of entry per se for this. I didn't get any form of entry on this. But what I'll be looking out for this coming week is for price to rally once more up to this upside and do a test of this zone for a continuation to the downside. So if I see an entry on this, I'll be banking 50-75% of my trade of my entry here, position here. On the weekly, you can see how the weekly closed. There was a massive retraction from this zone. And what else? And this is actually in line with the XY. Let me see what else we have on the weekly. Let me see how price reacted in the past. So yeah, well, we're expecting price to come down here, but we have a support around here. So taking 75% of my trade or 50% of my trade, it will break this level, will rally all the way down to 0.85. So for now, on the short term, this is what we're looking at: a test of this zone, then we rally down here to this level and taking some position out and letting price to rally all the way down. So we'll be looking for more entries on the break of this zone, retracements, then look for entry to the downside. So that's it for Euro JPY Euro USD. Next on my list is pounds USD. Yeah, I explained why pounds USD will come back to this level, which it did. It will draw you draw your Fibonacci from here all the way down here, this was 50 to 65% retracement, and we had a support turn resistance at this level. So I explained why price will come back and do a retest of this level. Now, what I'm expecting is for price to retrace a little bit more back to this level and break this trend line, this counter trend line. On this break on this counter trend line, I've been entering for a sell back down to this level and securing some of my positions. But for the coming week, I'll be looking for how price breaks this trend line, this counter trend line, for a sell to the downside. On the weekly, you can see how price rejected the zone, forming a pin bar. So for added confidence, you can see this was the previous support on resistance at this level. If we extend this to this here, you can see how nicely it came back to this level. So I've expected price to come back down here. Then on the moon, let's see what else. How price, okay. Yeah, this was previous support. Now, is there any historical level? You can see there is on my chart on this broker, there's no historical level. So taking 75% of my position here because there's nothing like, it's just a free fall for pounds USD. So let's go back to the weekly. So I'm looking for sell on pounds USD. I'm looking for sell for pounds USD. So this is my pounds USD. Like I explained, I'm looking for sell. Then next on the list is gold. Now this is like a trick. It was like a tricky one. If depending on how you draw your trend line, if you don't zoom out, you might fall victim of gold. Now, in the past few weeks, we had a break of this zone, of this neckline of this double top. You can see on the weekly. Last week, we were looking for how, let me know this trend line first. We're looking for how price will reject from this zone, having this trend line as confluence, this neckline also has confluence, but price broke through literally from this at this level. And if you're not careful, you might literally turn this into a buy trade because the break of this, there was a resistance here, minor resistance, it retraced. It looks more like a retracement right now because We have broken this level, above this level, came here, tested this level here. Now we're retracing. So you might fall victim of saying, okay, we might have a buy all the way to the upside. Yeah, we can actually. I'm not the market, so the market can do anything. But if you look out closely, we have this trend line. We have a bigger trend line here. We have this big trend line. And on the weekly, we actually closed below this level here. Like we actually closed below this level. Yeah, we actually closed below this level and we didn't stay above this level. So to me, I'll be looking for sell, but my sell trade will come in play if I see price come back rallying below this zone. Yes, below this zone. If I see price come rallying back below this zone, yeah, that will be my sell trade. Or I'll see a counter trend line, bring our price form, but I'm favoring more of sell on this trade. On gold, I'm favoring sell. I'm not favoring a buy on this because structure tells us why they sell. So this to me is just a pullback. So I'm looking for sell on this trade. If we eventually continue going up, well, I won't be looking for any trade. Actually, I saw the like opportunity of a buy trade, but it doesn't look doesn't look clean to me. I would prefer to look for a sell trade on this. So I'm looking for a sell trade on gold, even though it came back, broke here and all. So I'll be patient till our price breaks below back this zone. Then I look for a trade. My entry setups, I look for a trade with my entries. That's it for good for me. Then pounds JPY, I have nothing on pounds JPY. Still waiting for a break of the zone or a break below the zone. There's nothing. The price is quite choppy. There's nothing on JPY. Then US oil. I explained last week that on the monthly, this move is more like a retracement because I had a double bottom here and the break of the neckline, the retracement on the monthly. Then I'll explain price might break this trend line to the upside or to break this zone for continuation to the downside. Well, what came in play was we broke this trend line last week, which is this candle and the massive engulfing candle. Morning star also an engulfing candle. Well, now the tricky part of this is on the weekly or daily, we have a double top. We broke the neckline, we rally all the way to this zone. Now price came shy of this zone, coming back up, respecting the structure on the monthly, which is impulse retracement or double bottom break of the neckline, then retracement back to the neckline. So now, for a confirmation to the upside, actually, I would say I favor the upside. I favor the upside on oil. But the truth is, if oil is going up, dollar index is coming down. Like dollar is losing strength. If oil is coming down, dollar is gaining strength. Their correlation is negative, like it's opposite. So they don't move in the same direction. If one is going up, the other one is coming down. So now, since we have broken this neckline, we might have another projection from this zone back to the downside. We might. So actually, as of last week, I saw the break of this um, trend line, but I was expecting maybe price will come here, then do a little bit of a retracement for continuation to the downside, which might take some weeks or a week or so. But price kept rallying all the way. Although my entry criteria met to enter trade from here, but my stop loss were being like wide, which wasn't like which doesn't classify a good trade for me. It would have been something like this. Conservative, something like this. Then first take profit around here. Then if it breaks, we go all the way to here. Literally. But I was expecting price to actually retrace a little for continuation to the upside. But no, either price rallies back down here before we move up or we break this level. Retracement, then we enter for a buy to the upside. So that's it for that's it for me for oil. That's it for me for oil. So break of this level confirm my bias more to the upside. And we'll be looking for buy from this level to this level. And I favor the upside on oil. I favor the upside. Just I have to look for and wait for my entry criteria to meet again. I will have to be very patient and wait for my entry criteria to meet for me to enter a buy to the upside. I favor the upside. So that's it for oil for me. Then what's next? USD, JPY. To me, it's still in a range on the daily. It's still in a range. A break of this zone will continue to rally on the upside. Where on the weekly, you can see all this push to the upside. Price quite stiff. So if on the weekly, if we break this range, we still have this to battle with. So a clear break of these two levels will confirm my bias, a change in trend, maybe a retracement to this zone, because why I said a retracement is we had an impulse move here. We had an impulse move. We had an impulse move from here to here, retracement, another impulse move. So we might have another retracement. We might. So let's see how price acts around the zone, currently at this zone. So I have to be very patient and see what price gives us. That will break retracement continuation to the upside, or we break below this level, then retracement, then come to this level, because price goes from zone to zone. So that's what we usually have on USDJPY. So I will just sit out and chill on this. So going to my next pair will be USD card. USD card, we're playing around this zone, nothing much. We're playing around this zone. So let's see. On the weekly, what you can see is price rejected. Like we have a massive week here. So we might keep rallying to the upside. But if I'm going to keep rallying to the upside, I'll be waiting for a break above this zone, then a retracement for a continuation to the upside. But if not, a break below this zone, the test will confirm my bias to the downside. Sorry for the break in transmission. Okay. I was saying, so I see price breaks above this level, a retracement for an entry to the upside, or price breaks below this level to confirm that yes, we're indeed not going, we're not continuing to the upside, and usually coming back down. So that's it for USD card. USD CHF, I've actually been looking for entry on this, but I didn't get any. I haven't gotten any. Last week we had this move. Okay, I said last week was okay. Let me see. On Monday, okay, we had this move break back below this line, then did this, like we had this W pattern break above. Actually, I was looking for, I was having a buy bias, but I was looking for an entry of a retest of this zone, then continuation to the side, but it wasn't actually giving me any form of entry. And this is more like manipulation going on here. But my bias still holds that price will get to this level. So maybe we might have this in the future, come back here, then continuation to the upside, continuation to the upside. Well, if we break this level, then we rally to this zone. If we break this zone, we rally to this zone. So that's it that's my bias on USD CHF. Yeah, I think that's it for everything. The XY, like I explained, I expect price to get to this level. From this level, then whatever comes, it will break this level, price will rally all the way to this level. So if you have any questions, just leave your questions below in the comment section. I'll respond, reply. If you have any confusion of any pair I've analyzed, you can leave a comment in the section. I'll respond. So I guess that's it for the outlook for this week. So let's see how price behave this week, or how price comes out to play and present us one of our possible entries, or one of my possible entries. So that's it for me this week.